Okay, a very good morning, children. Children, in the previous class we completed almost everything about the graphical method of solving linear equation in two variable. That means if you are given a system means a pair of two linear equations in two variable. How to find their solution graphically? I discussed everything in detail. Also, I discussed without graph how will you know whether the system will have a unique solution or many solution or no solution. Now, today, as we have already come to know that a pair of linear equation in two variable, they have either a unique solution or many solution or no solution. Now the question is, if they have a unique solution, if a system have a unique solution, how to find that unique solution? Algebraically, okay? Algebraically, how to find that unique solution if a pair of linear equation is given, okay? So, algebraic method, okay? There are three methods to find the unique solution of a pair of linear equation in two variables. What is the first method? First method is method of elimination by substitution or substitution method. So, what is substitution method? Let us see. How by substitution method we will find the unique solution of a system or a pair of linear equation in two variables. Suppose, in order to explain you what is the principle of substitution method, I have taken one example. It will be best to make you understand. See children, we can understand the steps if it is explained through a particular problem. That is why I have selected one question. See, suppose you are given this pair. The question is solve. You see. So what is the meaning of solve? Solve means there are two variables. This is one linear equation, this is another linear equation in two variables, and both of them contain two variables x and y. So to solve means to find solution, means a pair or an ordered pair. A pair of values of x and y, you see. We have to find a pair of values of x and y which will satisfy both equations, okay, algebraically, and that is by applying the substitution method. So children, see, before we go for any algebraic method, there are three methods. One is substitution method, the other is elimination, eliminating by equating the coefficients, which we will discuss tomorrow in the next class. Okay. So first one is substitution method. Second is by elimination or equating the coefficient. The third method is cross multiplication. So whatever the method may be substitution or elimination by equating coefficient or your cross multiplication. In all the cases you have to do one thing. What is that? Okay, so before I discuss what is substitution method, first I must say conditions for solvability. You see, conditions for solvability. What is the meaning you see? Conditions for solvability. So what is the meaning of conditions for solvability? You see children, while discussing graph, I have told you one thing, you must have remembered. In graph I said first you find the value of a1 by a2, then b1 by b2. First you ensure or you make sure that a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2. Because if a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2, then only the given system will have a what? Unique solution. That means it will have one and only one solution. Under what condition? If the condition a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2, it is satisfied. So that is what known as your condition of solvability. So what I mean to say children, before solving any system or any pair of linear equations in two variables, whether by substitution method or elimination method or by cross multiplication method, first you have to check and see a1 by a2 and b1 by b2. First you find the value of a1 by a2 and b1 by b2, and first you make sure that a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2, because then only the system will have a unique solution, and if it has unique solution, then only we can find. If it has no unique solution, if it has many solution or no solution, how can we find those solutions? Okay. So, if the system will have a unique solution, then only it is possible to determine by substitution or elimination or by cross multiplication. Okay. So, first you check a1 by a2, then find b1 by b2. See, a1 by a2 in this case is 3 by 1. It is 3. The value of a1 by 1, it is 5, you see. Now see, a1 by a2 equal to 3 and b1 by b2 equal to 5. Clearly they are not equal. Therefore a1 by a2 not equal to b1 by b2. So what I mean to say, children, first you ensure that this condition is satisfied before you proceed to solve a system by any method. First you must ensure this, that a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2. And if at all you got a1 by a2 equal to b1 by b2, then you find out c1 by c2. Okay, then after finding c1 by c2, if you found that a1 by a2 equal to b1 by b2 equal to c1 by c2, means all the three ratios are equal, then you will immediately write that they are what? The system will have infinitely many solutions and there is no need to go ahead. There is no need to go ahead if the system have infinitely many solutions. And it may so happen, it may also happen that c1 by c2 may not be equal to a1 by a2 and b1 by b2. So in that case you write the system have no solution. If no solution or many solutions, then why to go and how to go further or how to proceed further? There is no need to proceed further. So what I mean to say, children, first you ensure before solving any system by any method, algebraic method, first you ensure that this condition is satisfied. Okay? If this condition is satisfied, then you write, therefore, the system have unique solution. Have a unique solution. Now, we came to conclude that the system have a unique solution. Yes. Now our aim is to find that unique solution. Now how will we find that unique solution? By which method? By substitution method. Okay. So after this step, after doing this step, this much number of steps, then only we will proceed for or we will apply substitution method. Now let us see. So we came to know in this system we came to know that the system have a unique solution. So how to get that unique solution? By substitution method. Let us see. What is the principle of substitution method? So the principle of substitution method is what you see, children. What is the principle? The principle is there are two equations. You choose any one equation, either one or two. Suppose I am choosing equation 1. Okay. Now from one equation, any one equation, you either express x in terms of y or y in terms of x. That means either you express x in terms of y or y in terms of x from any one equation. Suppose you see, suppose from equation 2, I am choosing equation 2. You see, so what is the first step? See, children, from equation 2, I am choosing from equation 2. You may choose from equation 1, no problem. So from equation 2, let us express x in terms of y. How to express x in terms of y? To express x in terms of y, so this y will go to the right hand side. That means x will be equal to y minus 1. See, children, y minus sign here. If it goes to the right hand side, it will be plus, so y minus 1. So now see, x has been expressed in terms of y. See, from equation 2, this is the second equation. There are two equations, okay? This is equation 1, this is equation 2. From the second equation, the first step is, from any one equation, either you express x in terms of y or y in terms of x. Suppose I decided that I will express x in terms of y from equation 2, that I have written here. You see, I have expressed x in terms of y. Now let this be the equation 3, okay? Now what is the next step? Now put this value. You see, here you expressed x in terms of y, you expressed from which equation? From equation 2. Now you got another equation 3, suppose. Okay. Now this value of x must be put in the first equation. Because we have this, you see, here we have taken it, we have expressed x in terms of y from the second equation. So now the next step is you put this value in equation 1. You see, putting x in equation 1. What we will get, see here, equation 1. What is equation 1? 3x. So in place of x, what will I write? 3 into y minus 1 minus 5y equal to minus 1. See, children, by putting this value of x, which I got by expressing x in terms of y from equation 2, by putting this value in equation 1, what did I get? You see, I got a linear equation in one variable. Now there is no x in here. You see, there is no x here. Now it has been reduced to a linear equation in one variable, and you can easily solve it and find the value of what? Y. Now let us solve, you see. So it is 3y minus 3 minus 5y equal to minus 1. You see 3y minus 5y like term, it will be minus 2y minus 3 carry to the right hand side, it is minus 1 plus 3, it will be 2. So y equal to 2 by minus 2, it is minus 1. You see, you got the value of y. See, you got the value of y. Because it has been reduced to a linear equation in one variable. So I could easily find the value of y. Okay. Now, so why did you get the value of y here, children? That is important. We got the value of y here because we had expressed x in terms of y. You see, we had expressed x in terms of y from the second equation. That is why you got, on solving you got the value of y. Had you been expressing y in terms of x, then you would have got the value of x, not y. Okay. So now what is the next step? Now the next step is put this value in equation 3. Okay. Putting y in equation 3. Y in equation 3. What will I get? X equal to, it is minus 1 and minus 1. It is minus 2. See, I got the value of x also. So therefore, what is the unique solution? The unique solution is x equal to minus 2 and y equal to minus 1. Yes, you see. This will be the unique solution. This will be the unique solution of this system. And if you want to verify, you can put these values. This is the value of x and this is the value of y. You can put these values in both the equations and you will see that the left hand side will be definitely equal to the right hand side. That means this unique solution of x and y will satisfy both the equations. Okay. So children, I think you understood. It is very simple. The method of substitution is very simple. Once again I am saying, you are given two equations, you will be given two equations. So from any one equation, either the first condition is you check a1 by a2 not equal to b1 by b2. That is very important. First you check it. And you ensure that a1 by a2 not equal to b1 by b2. If at all you saw that a1 by a2 not equal to b1 by b2, then you write down the system will have a unique solution. And after you are sure that it has a unique solution, then only you will proceed for the method. Okay. Otherwise, if they are equal, then you find C1 by C2. If the three ratios are equal, you write down it as many solutions. Then the answer ended there, then and there. And if C1 by C2 is not equal to A1 by A2, B1 by B2, then it has what? It has no solution. Then also the answer ended then and there. Okay. So, if A1 by A2 is not equal to B1 by B2, you saw that is condition of solvability, then you apply substitution method. So, in substitution, what you will do? What is the principle? Choose any one equation, express either x in terms of y or y in terms of x. Friend, the third equation, okay. Then put this value in the other equation. If you would have expressed x in terms of y from second equation, then this value is to be put in equation 1. Put that in equation 1. You will get another linear equation. Because here you have expressed x in terms of y. If you put this value in equation 1, you will get the value of y. And after getting the value of y, put this value of y in equation 3. Okay. So to get the value of x. And then you check or verify that unique solution x and y is satisfying both the equations or not. It will certainly satisfy. Okay. So children, I hope you understood the method of substitution. It is very easy. You see, here I have expressed x in terms of y from the first equation. You can express y in terms of x also, either from the first equation or from the second equation. And proceeding in a similar manner, you will be able to find the unique solution. Okay. So we will discuss more problems. Let the other two methods be over. That is your elimination and cross multiplication. Elimination by equating coefficients and the cross multiplication methods are over. We will discuss some problems in order to understand the thing better. Okay. So children, I hope whatever I discussed about substitution method, you must have understood. Okay. Thank you.